Hey y'all, it's been a minute and I am back with another video. So welcome back, my friends. Today I am going to do box braids for the first time, and this is the hair that I'm working on. It is not freshly washed, but it was washed a couple days ago, and I'm not gonna wash it again. So I'm going to detangle and section these. I'm actually going to be using the rubber band method, so I'll be using these. And I'll show you my hair in a second. But before we get started, go ahead and click subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. I know I don't post as often as some of our heavy hitters, but hit the bell anyway because you're not going to be disappointed. So I just want to show you some of the products I'm going to be using to get my hair ready and prepped to put moisture back into it. So I've been wearing it in the puff for the last couple of days, and what I'm going to do is make sure it's moisturized. So I'm going to start off with my water. Even though this is aloe vera juice, you can also use water. I'm going to use my leave-in strengthening conditioner by Shea Moisture. So there's this. And I'm going to be using a little bit of my own little mixture, which is shea butter. And lastly, some hair growth oil. And this will, I guess I can just do this last, but I just want to make sure that my scalp is oiled and nice. Oh, and one more thing. I will be using edge control. And this one is the Cashmere and Caviar Hair Growth Pomade by Curls. So I'll be using this because this is the biggest one that I have. Not that I'm going to use a ton of it, but my favorite is the Ebon Edge Control, and I like that a lot, so I'm not going to waste it on these box braids. And it's my first time, so I will be mad if they don't come out right. So I'll be right back. Let me start this process. Very hard for me to do because I couldn't see and the parts were crooked, but you know, I kept going. That's all that matters. But for some reason, this front part, when I look at myself, I don't know, I can't get the parts to be straight. This process goes a lot faster and easier if your hair is detangled and or stretched before you start. In parting your hair, make sure that you are giving love to your edges. Putting too much pressure on your edges could lead to them thinning out, and because I'm working on growing mine back out, I decided to make that piece a little bigger so that there's less stress on my edges. Now I'm using edge control around each piece to make sure that the hair is slick before I put the rubber band on. This is to ensure that each part or each piece will be neat and the parts are very visible. Okay, so Um, I did not have the energy to finish it last night, as you can see. So I have one more row left to do. My rubber bands on, and then I did one braid last night just to see how it was gonna go, and it went okay. It's a little crooked, but it went fine. So I'm excited to finish the rest of these, and it's kind of long, so we'll see how that goes. But let's get back to this. So this is the hair, and it is pre-washed. I did wash this hair last night in apple cider vinegar. I will be posting a separate video about that, but this is what I am working with. It's Rastafari Kankalon or Kanekalon hair. So yeah, and this one is cool because it came pre-stretched. You see how the ends are already, you know, what do you call it, feathered or uneven. That is the good part. So I'm gonna take a piece about this big. I feel like this is the size I use. Oh, okay. So this is the size hair that I'm taking. You can see that. Now, I can't see really from the back, so I'm gonna do the best I can to explain what I did back here. Basically, I'm treating this like it's its own piece of hair. I may have got a little bit too much hair. That's fine. And it's good because what the good part about starting in the back is you can get all your little imperfections back there, and you just get covered up by the rest of the hair. So you use this like it's its own piece of hair, and then you slowly transition some of the hairs from the other pieces in when this starts to run out. So, and the rubber band keeps it central, so I don't have to fight. This is really good because this is my first time. So make sure you keep your hair in the middle. You don't want crooked braids. So I'm slowly going to get some of this hair with my hair. And again, and you want to kind of try to wrap your hair in this hair, if you get me, because you're trying to braid tight, but you want to make sure that hair is wrapped around so it doesn't peek out the bottom. Okay guys, so I made this process take entirely way too long. Eating, watching YouTube videos, and everything in between, but I am on my last braid and this is what they look like so far. If I could do this again, I would probably blow out my hair before, because on some of my braids I had trouble blending the ends into the braid. But I also got better as I kept going, so it's probably mostly because it's my first time, but I know that having it a little straighter would be a lot easier. So, and I will say this, having those rubber bands in before you do the individuals feels way better, because any other time, I haven't braided my hair since high school, but I remember we didn't do that before. We would just, you know, braid it onto your hair like regular, and it just is so sore, you can't even style it or anything. Like, these are tight, but I can move them. This feels like maybe like day 4 or 5, you know, when you do your hair regularly without the rubber bands. So I like it. They're very stiff right now because I haven't dipped them, but after this last one I'll be dipping them, putting a hot towel on the top so those flyaways can lay down. And yeah, and I put a blue one too actually in there just for a little spice, you know what I'm saying, a little spice. But okay, so let me do my last one. I had to stretch my hair too because I have one more pack, but I didn't want to open that one just because I want to open a pack just for like 1 or 2 braids. So I stretched these a little bit, but they look fine to me. Okay, so one more time, I'll show you exactly what I did. Let me just adjust. Okay, so make sure your hair is pre-stretched again, or you stretch it. My hair's all ready. And then what you want to do is you want to treat this hair like a strand, like a third one of these. So you just wrap it in the middle, and then you literally just wrap this around and just begin to braid. And you want to kind of go down the hair as you're going every couple of braids, because they will get tangled at the end, and then that's going to be even harder to take out. So when you feel it kind of getting tangly, go ahead and just run your finger through it. Alright, you guys, so this is the finished look. I hope that you like it. I like it. So it's my first time. It's not the best, but I am proud of what I was able to do. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys stopping by my channel and watching my video. If you made it to the end, you're a real one. Also, don't forget to like, comment if you have anything you want to say. If you just want to say you watched it, comment. I would love to hear from you guys. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. And then I'll see you on the next video. Bye, you guys. Say bye. Say bye, Papa.